Alrighty, fellas, good morning. Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski, and welcome to the final 2 or 3 days of the Lunar New Year event in another PokeMMO stream recap, your daily source of tips, tricks, information, discussion, conversation, and what's happening inside PokeMMO. Let's just go ahead and jump into things with our typical start, our catch events. There are 2 massive prizes upcoming for catch events. There's also one, like, all these prizes are fantastic, whether you want free RP, good shinies, or just good Pokemon in general. Let's first cover the Ralt catch event coming up on Wednesday the 4th of March at 10 a.m. ET. This is tomorrow. If you're watching the stream recap, it's today. In 2 hours from the launch of this stream recap, make sure to be there or be square. It's at Route 209 in Sinnoh. You have 1 hour to catch Ralt, Staravia, or Bibarel, with nature bonuses being +5 for Modest, -5 for Adamant, and there's a gift Gallade or Gardevoir up for grabs, 6 times 31. Gardevoir, not a whole lot of utility. If you just like Gardevoir, more power to you. Gallade is a really good raid Pokemon. This is your chance to win a 6 times 31 perfect Adamant or Jolly, probably Adamant for PVM. Adamant Gallade for raids for free from a catch event. Next up, we have some amazing shiny prizes. We've already covered these a little bit, so I'm going to skip over them kind of quickly to get you guys the information as quick as possible. But on the 6th of March at 10 a.m. ET, so this Friday at Icefall Cave in Kanto, an interesting location, there's a Lapras catch event with these species and these nature bonuses, and there is a shiny Lapras up for grabs. This is the big one, dude. This Lapras, as well as the Shuckle catch event, insane. If you can manage to win these catch events, you will literally save hundreds. I'm talking 500 to 800 hours on a shiny hunt, as well as probably at least a few million Pokeyen. If you were to egg shunt, you're literally saving 150, 180 million Pokeyen. Like, catch events are amazing. I cannot recommend them enough. And you have a chance to win 2 rare shinies. There are 2 rare shinies this weekend in catch events: the Lapras and the Shuckle. The Shuckle on Sunday, the 8th of March at 2 p.m. ET at Route 40 in Johto. You have Shuckle and all these other mons on screen here to catch, as well as the nature bonuses. And there is a shiny Shuckle. Yup, there is a shiny Shuckle up for grabs. They give away like 1 shiny Shuckle a year. This shit is rare. This shit is a big deal. It's a big catch event. Everybody can do catch events. They're extremely accessible to, they're not endgame content at all. I recommend all players doing catch events. They're so fun. They're a great way to break the grinds of PokeMMO, break it up, have some fun, involve yourself in the community, and win some amazing overarching prizes along the way. I cannot recommend catch events enough. They're so freaking fun and really crucial for Iron Man as well. All right, next up, onto the achievement showcase. If you don't know, the achievement showcase is where you guys in the community can showcase your personal achievements, and that gives viewers ideas for personal achievements to shoot for, as well as lets you guys flex your own achievements. We have a lot of like new player stuff, or a lot of like player firsts to celebrate today, and I think it's really good perspective. I think on average, MMO players, including myself, can be a little turbo online. Let's be honest. Let's reflect on it. Let's think about it. And I think sometimes it's really good to see the average player's experience, or, you know, what the average Pokemon player is doing versus just the top 0.1% and informing your, it melts your brain, guys. We got to get an idea of what the average amazing achievement looks like, and remembering what it was like when we first played PokeMMO. So first things first, we have this player, Zemote, was able to complete all of these Zodiac tablets. Yup, he's been playing the game on and off since 2019, 244 hours played. This is a big achievement, man. It's difficult to have the mons to defeat all of those trainers and get all of that done. Farming all the swarms, like, it takes a long time to farm. You need to farm 288 swarm Pokemon and turn them all in just to be able to get all the tablets to then fight the trainers. Like, for the average person with like a job and a wife and a kids, it's a lot of time. There's a lot of time and investment that goes into this, man, and it's really impressive to see from Zemo, man. Congratulations to you, dude. Next up, Kimji won his first ever catch event in 4th place prize. But it's really cool to see. There's also a crazy catch. He was able to win 4th place with an 11 overall score Teddy Ursa. That's an insane, also in the Safari Zone, I believe, a crazy catch. Congratulations to him, dude. Your first catch event placements or victories are so fucking sick, man. Congrats to that guy. Next up, this is such a big screenshot, it needs the whole screen. You can see me down, my fingers a little bit, okay? But this is a big story, okay? This is Dragon Lord's first ever event doing raids, and first ever time attempting to do raids, and he was able to do all of the raids with less than half a box of viable raid Pokemon. I think this is a perfect example of a newer player. It's still hundreds of hours of game time. It's still very difficult, right? But a newer player really taking on PokeMMO and just showing you that it's possible. He really talks about that. You talk about leveling his Pokemon to level 80. Most importantly, only 2 times raids so far I've been forced to link up with others. He did a lot of this in solo queue. In a sense, I have successfully completed 11 out of 12 raids as a solo queuer with no team, no guild, all from his own hard work and grinds. And for his first event, he said he's over the moon. Not looking forward to the amount of candies I'll need for Shaymin, the rare candies and XP training, but just for context, he links his other screenshot. This is the list of Pokemon I started with to use with this event. And this will hopefully give future raiders hope that you can do it as well with limited teams and limited Pokemon. I thought this is a really cool achievement to share. Like most people, the average Pokemon player is not doing the raids, which I fully understand. I always kind of say like, dude, I don't know if I would have been brave enough to take on and tackle the raids if I wasn't a content creator. Like I think being a creator sometimes encourages me to take that extra step and really challenge myself on some Pokemon content that I normally like. I would just shiny hunt and grab a grinder. Right? I like grinding more than anything. But it is good to push yourself. It's good to push yourself out of your comfort zone, and I'm just lucky to have this to help me do it. But congrats to that guy for doing the same thing and doing it on his own time and conquering his first ever it's his first time ever doing raids, and he was able to beat all of them. Or almost all of them is really fucking impressive, man. All right, next up, this guy Sarovsky got his first ever legendary in PokeMMO. That is. The legendary the legendary hunts have only been in the game for the past 3 years or so, less than that, like 2.5 years. They were introduced in late 2023, if I recall correctly. So honestly, they had less than 2.5 years, maybe around 2.5 years. These are one of the introductions to to grinding. I think the roaming legendaries are such a good way to, they force players to do these single encounter hunts. There's somewhere around, we don't actually know the rate of legendaries, but we think that it's somewhere around 1 in 5,000 or so. It's a really good introductory to single encounter shiny hunting, catching Pokemon for profit, EV training, XP training. It really helps players get into grinding, and I've always liked it for that aspect. I think the average PokeMMO player, in my opinion, for what I've seen from my comments, they beat the 5 storylines and then they go do the roaming legendaries. I think that is the go-to thing for a lot of players, because getting a legendary is a cool achievement for a lot of, it's always been represented as that in Pokemon games. So it's a really cool thing to go grind for your average player. Congratulations to Sarovsky on his first ever legend in the game. Next up, another new player achievement. He said he started on the 11th of February, and he was able to do his first ever raid with defeating Zebstrika. That dude, that's less than a month ago. And also February has less days in it. Like think about it like that. Like the fact that he's been playing PokeMMO in totality for less than a month, has 136 hours or something, and was able to complete his first raid, but possibly going on to do more. This is really impressive, man. Going from playing the game from scratch to your first raid done in a month is fucking sick. This game is so overwhelming. I'm lucky enough to have been able to learn the game patch by patch. I started playing in 2013, right? And I came back to the game in 2020. I was able to, like, every patch, every like update, I was able to read the patch notes and slowly learn one step at a time. If you pick up the game in 2026, you have to just, it's all bombarding your brain. Raids, swarm Pokemon, Phenos, EVs, IVs, like legendaries, raids, like it's all destroy. It's so much, man. PokeMMO is a super in-depth game, super hard to learn, but anybody can do it if you just take it step by step. And I think this is just a really fucking cool achievement, man, from this guy Denoit. Congratulations to you, man. I love this you sharing this story, so thank you, man, for sharing that, dude. Much love to you, man. Next up, an Iron Man, Poppin' Zed, I think is a newer Iron Man. He has less than, like, I think he had a achievement recently where he had about 24 hours into his Iron Man account and got his first shiny, if I recall correctly. And now he got his first vanity as an Iron Man account from the PvP boxes. And that's fucking, dude, Iron Man getting vanities like this is super sick, man. He got the Origin ring, and that's, dude, it's a cool vanity. That's a sick drip. Like, it is so smart, in my opinion, to create an Iron Man during events, because you might as well try to get some of the limited time stuff while you can, because once it's gone forever. Like, right now if you're an Iron Man account, right now is your only chance to get these vanities. And then in the future, I think a lot of people right now on Iron Man accounts who are grinding this event season will be looked back at as like the original Iron Man. They will be looked back at as like, wow, you were part of the first wave of players who started an Iron Man account and actually was able to make it and play in the first ever event season. Like, the Iron Man account was popularized, not created by me, but popularized by me back in, I want to say, like, July-ish, maybe May or July of 2025. It's only been around for, I think, 9 months, 9 months in totality. Event season started in October. You had like 5 months, which is a fair bit of time to be fair, like 4 months, 4 to 5 months to make an account, play PokeMMO, beat all the storylines, and prepare everything you needed for all the event season. Like it was a big to do for a lot of people, and I'm really interested to see how history will look back upon the first cycle, the first rotation of Iron Man and PokeMMO. I always say people forget, dude, we are actively making PokeMMO history. When the first person beats Cobalion, when the first person beats Terrakion, you know, Virizion, we love to take it for I love to take it for granted. I'll say also about me. I love to take it for granted in the moment. We'll look back on these moments with like love in our eyes and rose-tinted goggles and just appreciate like how amazing it was to play PokeMMO during these events, even though sometimes it feels so frustrating, right? It's a good perspective to keep in mind. All right, next up. So that was that. We have this covered. Next up, this guy, I love his name, Tweakin, the final achievement showcase of the day. Tweakin got a shiny Trico. This motherfucker got a shiny Trico, brushed it off, said, not a Shroomish, back to Petalburg jail. This guy is gaming. This guy, like, this is a scary motherfucker. This is a scary shiny hunter, dude. This guy is going places. He's gonna do things. Bro got like a rarer thing than Shroomish, an arguably better shiny. Yeah, me when I don't get my target. How are we gonna fucking be like, not a Shroomish, shrug it off, back to Petalburg jail? Congrats on the Trico, dude. Like that's a dream shiny for a lot of people, man. That's the duality of like all the new player achievements versus the psychos of like the psychos who are just dedicated. I love both. I love the new players and I love the psychos who grind MMOs like it's their destiny. I adore that about MMOs, you know? So all right. That's our stream recap intro. Let's go ahead and jump into things. If chat has any questions, I'm sure you'll have some today. If you want to ask me any questions for a stream recap, come in the streams and check it out and say what's up. Like the video if you like it today. Subscribe for daily PokeMMO videos. I do upload every single day, usually about PokeMMO. I stream Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET on Twitch. And let's actually play the video game. Wait, I knew that they added this because of the patch notes, but I didn't even... How did I miss this? They added the button in-game for the showed fail shinies. That's really, really cool, man. I didn't even know that was like physically. I thought it just showed them automatically. That's really interesting. This is a good question, and it might be a hot take for me. I'm curious other people's opinions. Feel free to share them in the comments and in the stream chat. Someone said, would you recommend PokeMMO for first-time region playthroughs? I honestly would. I know that's not, you don't get the true experience, you don't get the nostalgic experience, but if you don't have the nostalgia, you know, it's probably fine. I really like PokeMMO as your first time playthrough through regions. I played Johto for the first time with PokeMMO. I played Sinnoh for the first time through PokeMMO. And then I think I played part of Emerald growing up, but not all of it. I borrowed it from a friend at in middle school or some shit. I think PokeMMO ends up being a really good first time playthrough experience because the fact that the game teaches you about natures, the fact that it teaches you about EVs and IVs on the in-game menus, the fact that you have more control, the fact that you can use your favorite Pokemon in different regions and generations. I think the extra customization, the ability to have reasons to do certain things in other, maybe you want to go catch Turtwigs in Sinnoh because it's decent profit. You can sell them for 9,000 Pokeyen a piece like this guy's doing, or I guess I don't know what their price is right now, but like I think it's interesting. There's just different unique things and reasons to love PokeMMO, and they add a different element, or you can just ignore them because of the storyline. The storyline is going to be a little bit more difficult. I almost feel like PokeMMO is I think playing Pokemon as kids made PokeMMO so much harder for us because it teaches you bad habits, right? As a kid, I would never learn a move on my Pokemon that wasn't a damaging move. Dragon Dance on Gyarados? No, thank you. I was teaching my Gyarados like surf back then, which makes no sense. You have to, PokeMMO forces you to learn the good habits early on because it is a bit more difficult, but it's also not like PokeMMO is not unfairly difficult. It is more difficult. I would say like if you have a chart or like a graph or whatever, you've got traditional Pokemon over here. That's a bit, the easiest by far. You can just spam random damage moves through the storyline, right? Traditional Pokemon, super, super easy. Then you have like PokeMMO right here. And then you have like ROM hacks made to be difficult over here, like Emerald Kaizo and stuff, or Run and Bun. I think PokeMMO is like, Run and Bun might even be like over here to be fair, I think PokeMMO is in this perfect middle ground of like, it's reasonably difficult, but very conquerable by just learning typings and maybe a little bit of EV train, a little bit, not a ton, and just really planning things a fair bit ahead and just learning mechanics and strategies. This is a great question. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. Someone says, what percentage of return on investment is generally worth selling an investment at in PokeMMO? For example, I've been selling once my investments hit 70% return or more. That's insane. If you've been consistently doing that, that is like so fucking impressive. Much love to you. Holy shit. There's really no wrong. I think anything above like, there's no wrong answer. There could be investments, yeah, 1000% or bust. Yeah, you just hold on forever, diamond hands. There's investments where like I don't think it's going much higher or going anywhere else, and I'll sell at a 10% profit. There's investments that I've sold at a 200% loss. You know, there's investments that I've sold at. I think to give you let's give you an average. Let's give you a real answer, like instead of like a walk around or whatever. On average, I would say that I sell my investments at around 30 to 50%. I think that's maybe 30 to 100 is a huge range though. 30 to 100%. 30 to 70% might be that range then. We're talking like on average. So 50%. on average, I think if you can make 50% on an investment, that's insane. That's really, really good. Once again, the ROI on investments, a good investment in the real world is 8%. And that's annually. That's like if you make 8% annually on an investment, that's average. That's average, right? That's quite good. You're like at rate with the market, right? The fact that we can get 30%, 50% returns in 3 months in PokeMMO is ridiculous. That will not last. I think long term, the more education that spreads, I think the lesser that percentage will get, and it's really more to tell people that before it happens so they don't freak out. Like we should, like, if we're getting 10 to 20% returns in 1 year of holding an investment, that's good. In my opinion, that would be still very good. Like in 10 years, when we make 20% on an investment in 1 year, that's really good, you know? So you gotta just take the perspective. If you're getting 70% consistently, you're a fucking god. Congrats, man. Good for you. I'd say that I get around 50% or so. Great question. This is a good question, and it's maybe the one stipulation I give for the Ironman account, because I don't want to put my teammates at a disadvantage. Someone said, would it be against the rules of your Ironman account if your raid team members used a shiny charm for Shaymin? I typically ban joining shiny charms on an Ironman account. However, I don't want to make my teammates not be able to pop shiny charm and have their chance at having the first shiny Shaymin in PokeMMO. Like I think that happened in a was it the what raid was it? It happened in another legendary raid where someone was trying to go for it and they popped it without it. I didn't even realize it or whatever. I think that's fine. It's one of those like it's gonna increase my odds of getting a shiny Shaymin by 5%. You know, I doubt I'll get it. If I do, that'll be I have to release it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But don't hold me to that, please. But I really do feel like it's fine. Maybe I'm dumb. I think it's fine, personally. Is it 10% for they buffed it, didn't they, for this event? That's true. Kind of funny. It's kind of hilarious. But I think it's fine. I think it's a fine thing to let it slide, personally. But I understand holding a stipulation to it. More power to you. I don't want to hold the whole point of the Ironman is not to hold my teammates back while still playing a limited game mode for myself, you know? This is such a fucked up sentence. My raid teammate Backup Unity says, last night I opened 192 PvP boxes that I earned all myself, and all I got was this. Dude, the Futu is worth like fucking 2K. That's insane. 500 Pokeyen. I'm laughing at another man's pain. I'm so sorry. That's so fucked up. And after an absolutely banger day, bro, banger day, banger stream, only a 4-hour stream, the shortest stream I've done in a long time. I'm gonna go ahead and call it early today, fellas. I know only 4-hour stream. That used to be the average. I've just been streaming 6, 7, 8 hours these days. God damn it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like it if you enjoyed. Subscribe on YouTube for daily PokeMMO videos. Follow me on stream on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the content, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, you know, Venmo, PayPal, what the fuck. Anyway, have a great day. More importantly, enjoy the event. There's only a few days left. I'll see you guys later. If you have any PokeMMO questions, let me know in the comments. But for now, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, Reno. Yo, what's up? Patrouski here. I wanted to take this second to say thank you so much for watching the entire video. It is thanks to people like you I'm able to make the content that I do, as well as everybody whose name is listed here. That's it for me. Have a fantastic day.